Tonight, I want to talk to you about something that is at the very core of our humanity, something that has the power to transform, to elevate, and to shape the life you're living. I want to talk about belief. You see, belief isn't just about having faith in something beyond us. It's about believing in ourselves, in our own capacity for greatness, in our ability to rise above challenges, and to become the very best version of who we were always meant to be. When I think about belief, I think about the quiet voice inside each of us that whispers, "You are enough. You are worthy. You are capable." And yet, so often, that voice gets drowned out by doubt, by fear, by the voices of others who tell us what we can't do or what we aren't. But I'm here to tell you this: your belief in yourself is more powerful than anything anyone else can say. Believing in yourself is the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. It's the quiet, yet powerful voice within that reminds you of your worth, your potential, and your ability to rise above challenges. Too often, people focus on the external world, seeking validation from others, or measuring their success against someone else's standards. However, true empowerment comes when you cultivate a deep, unwavering belief in your own capabilities. It's this belief that drives you to take the first step, to overcome setbacks, and to keep moving forward even when the road is difficult. When you truly believe in yourself, you acknowledge that you are worthy of happiness, success, and love, regardless of external circumstances or past experiences. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your self-worth is tied to your achievements, or the approval of others, but the truth is that your worth is inherent. It's not about being perfect or always having everything together. It's about understanding that you are enough just as you are, with all your imperfections, strengths, and weaknesses. Self. Doubt and fear are emotions that everyone experiences at some point in their lives. They can be overwhelming, paralyzing, and even suffocating. However, it's important to understand that these feelings do not define you or your potential. In fact, they are often signals that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone and pushing yourself toward growth. The real power comes not from avoiding fear or eliminating doubt, but from learning how to navigate through them with courage and resilience. Doubt is that voice in your head that questions whether you're good enough, whether your dreams are attainable, or whether you deserve success. It often arises when you're facing something new, unknown, or challenging. But here's the truth: doubt is a natural part of the human experience. Every single person, no matter how accomplished, has faced moments of self-questioning. It's a signal that you are on the verge of growth, and the discomfort you feel is often an indicator that you are about to achieve something significant. Without doubt, there would be no need to push beyond your limitations, to seek better ways of doing things, or to strive for something greater. It's easy to listen to the voice of doubt, especially when it's accompanied by fear. Fear has a way of showing up when we're on the verge of change, when we're about to take a leap of faith, or when we're walking into the unknown. Fear tells us to stop, to avoid risk, to protect ourselves from failure. It whispers that it's safer to stay where we are, even if where we are isn't where we truly want to be. Fear makes the unfamiliar seem daunting and the possible outcomes seem worse than they might actually be. The key, though, is not allowing fear to control you or make your decisions for you. Instead of letting fear stop you in your tracks, you can use it as a catalyst for action. It's okay to feel afraid. What matters is what you do with that fear. Will you let it paralyze you, or will you acknowledge it and Belief is not a one-time event or a fleeting thought, it is a continuous practice, something you must commit to every single day. We often think of belief as something we can either have or lack, as if it's a fixed trait. But belief, especially in yourself, is a muscle that needs to be exercised consistently. Just like any other skill, it grows stronger with practice, and the more you engage in the practice of believing in yourself, the more natural it becomes. In a world where self-doubt and external negativity can easily creep in, it is the daily act of reaffirming your belief in your abilities that keeps you moving forward, even when the road gets tough. Every day is an opportunity to affirm your worth. your capabilities, and your potential. It's easy to slip into the habit of focusing on everything that isn't going right, the mistakes, the failures, the setbacks, and let that define your mindset. But real belief in yourself is about training your mind to look beyond the temporary setbacks and focus on your inherent worth. It's about choosing to see the possibilities, not the problems. It's choosing to take one small step forward, even when the future seems uncertain. That's where the practice of belief comes in, taking consistent, deliberate actions that reinforce the trust you have in your own strength. The practice of believing in yourself involves actively shifting your perspective. Rather than focusing on all the things that could go wrong or the reasons why you might fail, you train yourself to focus on the possibilities and opportunities that lie ahead. Every day, you must remind yourself that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. When you wake up in the morning, you have a choice. You can choose to be overwhelmed by what lies ahead, or you can choose to approach the day with the belief that no matter what happens, you are equipped to handle it. This choice may not always be easy, and there will be days when doubt creeps in, but when you make the dreams that reside within your heart are not random or accidental. They are there for a reason, placed deep within you to guide you toward the life you are meant to live. These dreams are not merely aspirations or wishes, they are reflections of your potential, your deepest desires, and the unique path you are meant to walk. Yet, so often, people dismiss their dreams, thinking they are too far-fetched or impossible, but the truth is, they are the very things that can lead you to your greatest fulfillment. When you think about your dreams, whether they are career-related, personal, or creative, they represent the best version of what you want to become. They are connected to your passions, your talents, and your soul's calling. Sometimes, people question the legitimacy of their dreams because they seem so out of reach. They look at their circumstances, their current reality, and wonder how something so big and beautiful could ever come to fruition. But the dreams you hold are not defined by where you are right now. They are shaped by the person you are becoming, the growth you are experiencing, and the resilience you will develop as you pursue them. One of the greatest mistakes we make is doubting the dreams that live within us. We listen to the external world that tells us what is possible, what is realistic, and what is within reach. We let society's limitations become our own. But the truth is that the world is full of people who achieved the unimaginable simply because they believed in their dreams and had the courage to pursue them. Your dreams are not limited by the world's standards, they are only limited by your own belief in them. In fact, the very fact that you have a dream means that it is possible. Dreams don't appear for no reason. They are the whispers of your potential, urging you to listen, to follow them, and to take the necessary steps to bring them into reality. Even if those steps seem daunting, every journey begins with a single step. We often hear the phrase "don't judge a book by its cover," but it is equally important to remember that smallness doesn't diminish your power. So many of us look at our current circumstances and measure our potential based on what we see in the present moment. If we're not where we want to be yet, or if we feel insignificant compared to others, we may convince ourselves that we don't have what it takes to make a meaningful impact. But the truth is, your smallness does not define your potential. In fact, it is often in those moments of feeling small or insignificant that you discover just how powerful you really are. In the world today, we often equate success with size, bigger achievements, bigger dreams, bigger platforms. We measure our value by how much we accomplish, how much we own, or how many people know our name. But real power doesn't come from size or scale. It comes from the ability to push forward, to rise up when faced with adversity, and to create a lasting impact, no matter how humble the beginning. Think about the seeds of change that start out small. A tiny seed, buried beneath the soil, is almost invisible to the naked eye. Yet, it holds within it the power to grow into something extraordinary, whether it's a towering tree, a blooming flower, or a field of crops that nourish communities. No one would ever look at that tiny seed and assume it holds the potential to change the world. But that small seed, when nurtured, supported, and given time to grow, becomes something far greater than its humble beginnings. Similarly, we often underestimate the power of our own small beginnings. We may look at where we are in the present moment and feel like we're not making the impact we hope for. Maybe we haven't reached the heights we dream of, or we are still trying to figure out where we fit into the grand picture. But the value of where you are right now is not in the size of your achievements, but in the potential for growth that exists within you. It's